LV County champions Warwickshire made a good start in the defence of their title as they had the better of the opening day of the summer at Edgbaston, where newly promoted Derbyshire were the visitors. Jim Troughton won the toss and asked Derbyshire to bat first, with his opposite number Wayne Madsen striking the very first ball of the new campaign to the boundary. Derbyshire gave one of their new signings, Billy Godleman, his debut, but he didn't last long. With only 2 runs to his name, he edged Chris Wright to Varun Chopra in the slips. With 3 of their frontline seamers missing, Warwickshire opened up their attack with Wright, awarded his county cap and a new contract before the start of the game, and new boy Oliver Hannon-Dolby, who fed Madsen with the occasional hittable delivery. The upwardly mobile Wright then found some movement off the surface to see the back of Madsen on 13. Chopra with his second catch of the morning, which reduced the visitors to 18 for 2. Wright also thought he had the wicket of Shivnarine Chanderpaul, but this very good shout for leg before was answered in the negative by the umpire. In his 296th first-class innings, Chanderpaul did what he does so well and blocked at one end, while Wes Durston played with more freedom at the other one, as Derbyshire made a good fist of their first session in the top flight since the first season of the 2-division system in the 4-day game. Durston had a fine summer with both bat and ball last year, and he looked in a determined mood against a Warwickshire attack, missing the likes of Chris Wokes, Boyd Rankin and Keith Barker. In particular, Durston tucked in to Tom Milnes. At the other end, Chanderpaul was, as ever, biding his time, although he did at least find the boundary once before lunch was taken, with honours just about even. But within the first 10 minutes of the afternoon session starting, Warwickshire were on top, as Durston on 32 tried to work Hannon-Dolby through mid-wicket and perished leg before at 56 for 3. The tempo of the game changed dramatically from the moment that Dan Redfern came to the crease and survived another strong LBW appeal. Redfern came of age in the promotion campaign last year with some fine knocks, and keen to impress in the top flight, he took on the Warwickshire attack with skill. He soon hit Hannon-Dolby out of the attack and unsettled Wright a bit too, as he picked off one boundary after another to rapidly improve his side's scoring rate. He dominated a 4th wicket partnership of 49 with Chanderpaul, of which his contribution was 34. The introduction of Jitan Patel then swung the day back at Warwickshire's way. With his 3rd delivery, the Kiwi hurried one through to trap Redfern in front. And he soon followed that with a big wicket of Chanderpaul, also LBW, after spending 2 hours and 20 minutes over his 15 runs. That left him just 49 short of 22,000 runs in the first-class game. Panic began to set in now, and when Ross Whiteley was sent back by Chesney Hughes, he slipped to offer a simple run-out chance. 116 for 6 then became 117 for 7 as Patel struck for a 3rd time in his 5th over, Ricky Clark taking a sensational one-handed catch to remove Tom Poynton. Derbyshire had lost 4 wickets for 12 runs in 8 overs and were therefore thankful to both Hughes and Tony Palladino for stopping the rot either side of the tea interval. It was an important moment in the day's play. The champions were still on top but were being made to work hard for their prizes. Their next prize came early in the final session as Hughes on 20 gave Wright his 3rd wicket, Chopra helping him to it again with his 3rd catch. And when Tim Groenewald fended a ball from Clark to Will Porterfield, Derbyshire had their last pair at the crease with only 171 runs on the board. So it was left to numbers 9 and 11, Palladino and Mark Turner, to add the best partnership of the innings, even though they were soon having to face up to the second new ball. Both, as tail-enders often do, expressed themselves. Palladino is certainly no mug with the bat. He scored a ton against the Australian A Tourist last season, and he now added a 50 to that, his 5th, with his 7th boundary from his 98th delivery. He celebrated that by then pulling Hannon-Dolby over the ropes for a maximum. It was getting a little frustrating for the Warwickshire attack now, as this last wicket pair took their stand beyond 50. Both batsmen played shots with some flourishes as they kept the home bowlers at bay for 11 overs in scoring at more than 5 runs per over. And Palladino even went to the best score of his championship career. He was on 68 when he was finally dismissed, although it took a great catch off screen from Troughton to get shot of him. Derbyshire were all out for 226, the last pair adding 55. That left an awkward 4 overs for Chopra and Ian Westwood to survive at the end of the day, but survive they did with a boundary apiece off the Derbyshire openers of Grunewald and Palladino. So Warwickshire will be happy enough with their start. They'll go again on day 2 on 14 without loss, meaning that they trail by 212 runs.